Hello, hello, and welcome back for the episode of Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM The Long War that Kim Jong-un didn't want you to see. But, despite the best efforts of North Korea and Sony's absolute willingness to back down from even the mildest opposition, nothing is going to stop this XCOM train. This shit is like Snowpiercer without Chris Evans on board. Yeah. And also, this is YouTube. I could be posting a butt plug unboxing video, and as long as I didn't violate the terms of service, this shit is never coming down. So, take that for what it's worth. But since we're on the subject of Sony and mild opposition, let's talk about our last mission. Because what the aliens have been throwing at us lately makes Sony's capitulating hissy fit look like fucking King Kong climbing the Empire State Building to mount a rampage. It's been nothing but small UFOs and sectoids because the aliens are big fans of volume sales method, I guess, and they're just opting to hit us with as many low-budget entries as possible and praying that something sticks. It hasn't exactly been an effective tactic for them so far, but I, for one, am not complaining because, well, it's given us a chance to get some experience for a few of our replacement troopers, which we sort of desperately needed. And speaking of replacement troopers, let's go take a look at our newest acquiring here. We picked up Humberto Coney Lopez. Take a look. Can't help but notice that Humberto looks exactly like Taye Diggs. I mean, seriously, if Taye Diggs grew a little big bad boy goatee there, this is a spitting image. This guy couldn't look more like Taye Diggs if Taye Diggs shit him out. So, guess what? Obvious name is obvious, let's just go with it. Of course, the second G in Diggs is for OG, because Taye Diggs is one of the original gangsters. And when it comes to nicknames, unless I'm mistaken, and I easily could be because I'm too lazy to do the simple Google search that could have confirmed this, but take that for what it's worth. I'm pretty sure that Taye Diggs is the person who gave Stella her groove back in the film How Stella Got Her Groove Back. If that film taught me one thing, and arguably didn't teach me anything, because I'm pretty sure that may not have been Taye Diggs now that I think about it, but I don't really give a shit. It's that Taye Diggs is what one seeks when they need a replenishment of their groove supplies. Stella's groove was low. She had a groove deficiency, one might say. She traveled to the Caribbean, found Taye Diggs, humped the holy living shit out of him, and her groove level was restored. So, by the transitive property, it stands to reason that Taye Diggs' semen is unadulterated, 100% pure grade A groove. The man ejaculates groove. And we recently lost George Clooney, so, our groove levels have dipped a bit, and I think Taye Diggs is just the man to restore our groove to its previous level. Not that our groove was, desperately low without George. I mean, we've got a number of groovy troopers in the barracks. John Mayer has a certain level of groove, I guess. If you're into that kind of thing. Chris Brown, not without groove. We also have Taylor Swift, who one might say has at least a modicum of groove. Nicki Minaj, also in our barracks, but I think if you were going to say anyone in our barracks definitely has an observable groove deficiency, Nicki Minaj is probably the most likely candidate. I mean, her music sounds like the kind of noises you would play at a loud volume to make a prisoner of war crack. So perhaps Taye Diggs can inject Nicki with some desperately needed groove. I mean, I'm told people don't find Nicki unattractive, although I think she sort of looks like a sectoid with a dumpster strapped to her ass, but I'm told that some people find Nicki attractive, and while she doesn't necessarily flow my boat, I can sort of see the assertion. Maybe Taye can make an agreement and come to an understanding with Nicki and give her necessary groove injections so that her next album isn't as big an atrocity as Pink Friday. I think everybody wins in that scenario. Anyway, looking at Taye's stats, now I was debating whether I wanted to make Taye an assault trooper or an infantry guy, but based on his movement speed of 11, he's going to be a miserable assault trooper. He'll just be terrible at it. He's too slow for an adequate assault, but his aim is good, his defense is good, and his will is reasonable. So I feel, also, George Clooney was an Overwatch infantry guy, and I think we're just going to straight up clone George Clooney's abilities into Taye Diggs. Sort of a Matrix-style skill download here, where we just immediately bump Taye up to George's former level. So that's got Taye Diggs sorted.
New
Now,
promotions available in the armory.
yes, thank you for your constant reminders, Imagine Barrett, because, we still don't have a psi ability that I want to give one of my troopers yet. And until we do so, I gotta say, your constant reminders are more of a constant annoyance. So if you could just shut your mouth, I'd really appreciate that. As I was saying before Magil so rudely interrupted me, there is one other housekeeping item on our list here. We want to scan for Exalt. It's been at least 2 weeks since we've scanned, and it's expensive to do it right now, but better to spend 112 credits than lose 600 when Exalt hacks your cash reserves. So we're just going to go ahead and scan.
Positive identification.
Okay, there we go. We have a cell in Argentina.
Exalt cell location verified.
So let's detail someone on that covert operation. And for this, I'm just going to pick whoever the hell is the fastest in our barracks. I don't care whether they're a rookie. I don't care what class they are. Just whoever is the quickest and is, like, ranked below, say, Lance Corporal. Who have we got? So far, Gwyneth Paltrow is our winner at 14.
Negative. We confirmed that contact was invalid hours ago.
Well, thanks for bringing it up. Could you just keep that shit to yourself next time, Central? So Skeet Ulrich is a 15. Mary-Kate Olsen also a 15. Well, Skeet, looks like you're getting a call, buddy. It's a laser pistol, alien grenade, and med kit is actually exactly what we want you outfitted with. If Skeet had a blanket, he'd be a Skeet blanket. That wasn't really all that funny. Although I bet Macklemore would laugh at that. Anyway. Skeet
Stop
blanket.
stalling and get your asses out there.
Hey. Okay, Central. That's it. I've had enough of your shit. I want you in my office in 5 minutes. I'm writing you up for that. You don't get to talk to me that way. I'm the commander here. Seriously, I'm putting a formal reprimand in your file. In my office in 5.
XCOM operative deployed against Exalt position in Argentina.
Yes, he was. And the only thing we can hope is that the time Skeet spent on filming the Newton Boys taught him some infiltration and safe-cracking skills, perhaps. I mean, those things happened in that movie. Speaking of things in that movie, Matthew McConaughey was in that. What the fuck? I have to assume that he lost some kind of crippling Super Bowl bet, and his penance was that his friends made him be in the... Whoever he lost the bet to made him star in the Newton Boys. Fuck, that was an atrocity. Anyway, that's all our housekeeping taken care of, so let's just start scanning. Dodge Matrix will hold us good once we have our Firestorms online. Can use those to help shoot down large UFOs. It's good. Sure, why not? We could use the cash. And I'd have enough Illyrium at this point that I'm not overly concerned about taking it, so...
Incoming transmission.
Here's our council report.
We are extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far, Commander.
Say that every month.
Your recent results were beyond our expectations.
That's a lie.
And that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
That's a complete lie. Absolute 100% fabrication, Optimus Prime. You are a fucking liar, and I've had enough of your shit. Because no matter how poorly or how well we perform, you say that same thing every month. You're a liar, Optimus Prime. A liar. A liar. I'm glad you left Earth in Transformers 4. I'm glad you flew away. Don't ever come back.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Yes, yes, Optimus Prime. You and Stephen Collins constantly touching people who don't necessarily want you touching them.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
Yeah, those weren't actually engineers, Dr. Shane. Those were 4 orangutans that someone put a green coat on. You just couldn't tell the difference. The reason I came down here, though, we do have some foundry projects we're going to use our fat stack of council loot to complete. There are some that I've actually meant to start a good long while ago and just completely forgot about. Where is Shaped Armor? Shaped Armor was one of those. I do want to do this. Gives our mech troopers enhanced health. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about is this does take meld, but it only takes 3 meld, and we have absolutely plenty of these other ingredients, so we're going to go ahead and start that. Ammo conservation was another project that I meant to start a really, really long time ago, and actually came down here to do once and didn't have the money for, and then just completely forgot it existed. So we're going to start that as well. Where is the interceptor thing? Ah, there we go. Illyrium Afterburners, another project that I want to do. Now, this does take you 2 UFO power sources. We have a lot of them, however, so I'm comfortable with sparing 2. Illyrium Afterburners are basically a must-have for the late-game stuff. You just don't have enough contact time to adequately engage large UFOs unless you have Illyrium Afterburners. And since we do have a firestorm that's just about to hit the, well, theoretically, just about to hit active service, we want to get this completed, so. And then for a final Foundry project, I want to do Jelly Delirium swiftly, or rather swiftly. I was talking about Taylor Swift, but strictly, I want to do Jelly Delirium for Taylor Swift. She loves setting motherfuckers on fire, and I love watching her do it. So, I would like her flamethrowers to bubble the skin as much as possible. So, Jelly Delirium it is. Start that project. Alright.
I'll make sure production begins immediately.
Yeah, you do
As
that.
soon as we've got something, I'll be in touch.
You know what? The only thing I want you to get in touch with me about, Dr. Shin, is when that firestorm comes online. Actually, you know what? In fact, don't even get in touch with me then. I'll see it in the hangar. If you ever touch me, I swear to God, I'm going to cut your hands off and nail them to the wall. Just don't ever touch me, Dr. Shin. Don't ever touch me. Let's start scanning then, and... Fuck, we're going to have to do a covert operation.
Contact detected.
Oh, perhaps not. So we have a small UFO over Africa. I see the aliens continue their efforts with small UFOs.
Contact detected.
We have 2 contacts. Well, shit, both small UFOs. Okay. So let's send Panic up to engage this one, I guess. We're gonna keep Banjo in reserve. Wait, this is Africa. Okay.
Enemy is padlocked.
Alright, let's see what happens here.
Closing on target.
You're not exactly starting off too well, old man. This is not looking good.
Contact lost.
Alright, well that's bad. So
Contact detected.
we are gonna have to send Banjo up. Well, it's gotta be done. Go get him, Banjo. Well, I mean, I have every confidence that Banjo is absolutely gonna utterly fucking destroy this thing.
We have eyes on the bandit.
Actually, he may just flat out shoot it down.
Nearing strike range.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. So, Banjo took snow damage. That's good. And earned us some extra cash with a splashed UFO, which still leaves UFO 98 to be dealt with,
Contact detected.
which is also a small fighter. Let's see if Moose can rack up a 3rd kill. I'm contemplating whether I want to send him on defensive or balanced. I'm going to send him unbalanced. I'm not supremely confident in Moose's ability to hit the enemy, so I'm just going to send him up on balanced here and hope that he can get the job done.
Approaching target.
Okay, so Splash 2 then. Well, okay. That's something. 2 UFOs encountered, 2 UFOs down. So we've thwarted 2 missions in less than 4 hours, which means our next mission is almost certain to be a covert operation. Boy, that'll be fucking fun.
Contact detected.
Whoa, Jesus, the aliens are fucking piling this shit on. What is up with all the small UFOs, guys? Not that I'm complaining, because I'm absolutely not complaining, guys. I mean, I'll take this shit all day long, boys, all day long. You want to keep sending me to small UFOs? Just keep them coming. I'll keep shooting them down. I got no trouble doing it. Not a single lick of trouble.
Engaging bogey.
Happy to make it happen. Also, this may be Sparrow's first kill here. Okay, so Sparrow. Splashing his first UFO. Little guy finally popped his cherry. Fantastic. Well done, Sparrow. Actually, well done all around. I'm not one to normally give accolades to our pilots because usually guys do a fucking terrible job. And with the exception of whichever the first pilot we sent up over Africa was, I don't even recall who that was. It wasn't Banjo, it was the other guy. Oh, it was Panic, who's a piece of shit. So with the exception of Panic, everybody did a fantastic job. I'm really pleased with you guys. Good performance. Except for you, Panic. And you need some more time in the simulator, buddy. Of course, you're going to have plenty of time to think about it since you got basically completely mullered on that mission. It's you're going to have plenty of opportunity to sort of clean up your act. I don't really feel we need any of our top troopers, and particularly since we have an Exalt mission coming up, and fuck it, it's going to be the 4-man mission. I'm not even going to just consider the possibility that it won't be. I'm not going to take our 4 best troopers, so that puts Jaden, Paris, Sean, and Taylor completely out of the equation. So let's see what we can do in an otherwise crew. Amanda Bynes is still tired. Is Rihanna available? She is. Alright. So Rihanna's going to go on this mission then. We're going to make items available. And adjust Rihanna's loadout. We're going to give Rihanna our Banshee armor. She gets a Gauss sniper rifle, of course. And a scope and high-capacity mags. Now, I know your eyes are a little funny from the repeated punches they've taken from your many, many suitors, Rihanna, but if you're having trouble seeing your target, just let us know and we'll get you some glasses or other corrective vision implements. Just bear that in mind. I know the eye trauma is tough to recover from, but if you need help, just ask. We have talented surgeons on staff. Joss Whedon, you're getting a timeout. That's right. Timeout. You jossed George Clooney, and as such, you have earned a timeout, sir. This means Megan Fox gets to go on the mission instead of you. So for Megan, going to be some Aegis armor, Gauss machine gun, of course, a scope, and an alloy bipod. That completes the kit for Megan. Do we need a medic? Probably. Do we need a good medic? Probably not. But Rat is tired. So I'm guessing... speaking of face punches and Rihanna, I guess Chris Brown gets the call. Hey! Everybody loves Chris Brown, except for Rihanna and all the other people that he's assaulted over the years. Gonna go phalanx armor for Chris Brown. He's not gonna be close enough to the action to really have to worry about it. I think we'll give him a laser rifle as well. His aim is not great. Gonna want to scout. We don't really need Red Brown level of scouting, do we? I think not. Pink is probably good, because Tara Reid is cursed, and I despise her, and everything she stands for, and every micron and single molecule in her body. I hate all of it. Pink, though, got no problems with Pink. She's been pretty good. So alloy cannon, battle scanners, and of course an arc thrower. Not unreasonable that we might get a capture attempt here. So that's got Pink sorted. Gonna want an assault trooper. I see Matt Not Today Lauer has finally gotten done from his lounging in the infirmary. He's prone to do that, but we're not taking him. Could take Sir Sidney. You know what? We could have like a Hannah Tork in Montana, maybe? Or, what is it? I think now it's Miley Yeah Cyrus. Is she available? Or yeah. Landsberg's still tired. What about Yeah. So Miley Yeah Cyrus gonna get the call here. She's nodding her head like yeah, shaking her hips like yeah. Breaching ammo, of course, in case of Muton Berserker. Bring breaching ammo. And an arc thrower will complete Miley's kit. That's got Miley sorted. Got all of our basic roles covered except for infantry. So let's find ourselves an infantry guy. John Penn, no. Reserve for our Exalt mission invariably. Hugh Real Steel Jackman is tired for less than an hour. That's lovely. Jean-Claude Splits Van Damme, also tired. So it looks like time for a groove injection, ladies. So, groove injection coming on then. We are going to go with the Slim Shady Memorial Slug Slinger. It's a scope and a laser sight. Okay, you don't need to take anything into battle except for a scope and a laser sight. So just get used to it. That's what you're going to be carrying every time. So that's got Groovy sorted, and that's all of our baseline roles covered. I do want to take an engineer on this mission, and that's probably going to be Kristen Stewart, I think. Could theoretically take Sung Kang. You know what? We are going to take Sung Kang. Not out of the question that we might be able to get a capture on this, and Sung Kang is equipped for captures. Sung Kang actually also has a pretty good aim, so we're going to give him our Gauss Carbine. And for his final kit, Arc Thrower then, and that's got Sung Kang sorted. And if our Mech Trooper takes any untoward damage, Sung Kang can also patch that up. So speaking of Mech Troopers, who do we want to take here? I think probably Ashley Olsen is going to get the call. Either Ashley Olsen or Bono. Alternatively, we could go without a Mech Trooper and try Dane Cook. Oh, fuck that. Nobody wants to see Dane Cook. Not even Dane Cook wants to see Dane Cook. It's going to be Ashley Tycoon Olsen for us. So we're going to load out the Tycoon. She's going to grab our Mech 2, Railgun, of course, Grenade Launcher, Flamethrower, Alloy Belt, Weapon Gyros, And Ashley Olsen is ready to deliver a chairman of the board style beating to our enemies. So let's get stuck in.
Strike one.
So off we go down to Baja, Mexico for this mission. And Sparrow's back on duty. Nice to see him back in action. Time to refuel there.
Our target touched down inside a major urban center, and there's a risk of further civilian casualties if we don't secure the area on the
Touchdown?
double.
I beg to differ, Operation Brutal Fog. This was not a landing, but a crash. I mean, you're often prone to reminding us of that. This is a crashed UFO. It didn't fucking land. Sparrow shot it down. Don't you try and take that away from him. Don't ever let anybody take it away from you, Sparrow. One time, you emerged victorious. I mean, granted, you failed dozens of other times, but damn it, there was that one brief shining moment where you succeeded.
Strike one is free to engage hostile targets at the crash site.
Alright, so based on this map, which we've played a number of times, actually, I think we just did this one like maybe a mission or two ago. UFO should be in that neck of the woods. Pink does have some battle scanners, so let's move Pink forward and have her pitch one.
I'm on the move. Enemies in sight.
Well, that's not exactly great. Not insurmountable, because that's actually a fairly weak pod, but still. Let's see what we can do about it. So, Megan Fox. You have double tap. Right then. Actually, I kind of like our chances just straight up killing this pod with these guys out in the open. You know what? I'm going to go risky here. Megan Fox with a hit and a shred, and she's got her double tap up. Now here we're probably going to go for one of the floaters. We're going to go for that guy, actually, and that's a kill.
X-ray neutralized.
Excellent. Alright, so starting off solid. Groovy, what do you got here? 2 shots, one which is not so great. Alright. Rihanna, what can you do? Can you pick off that mutant? How do you not have a shot at that mutant? I mean, honestly, I'm completely confused by how you don't even have a shot at him. That makes no kind of sense. Where is Miley Cyrus? Miley could finish him with a run and gun if she has to. Alright, so we've got Miley on reserve. So, Ashley, Tycoon, Olsen, what are your hit percentages like? Not particularly great. You could probably do better damage for us with a grenade, so let's get you up there and do that. Also, this could potentially eliminate some cover. So, that looks good. Boop! A little bit of grenade. And some wrecking damage. Also a kill. For Miley, racking up a kill. Alright, we're going to move Rihanna to cover then.
That's affirmative.
Do want to make sure that none of these guys is alive to fire back at Megan Fox if at all possible. She is going to be flat out in the open.
He's down.
One for Rihanna. Pink actually still has 4 targets. No real chances to hit any of them, however. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and flush that guy out.
Rousting him out.
That was a miss, but it didn't move him. Probably not far enough, to be perfectly honest. So, Groovy, why don't you advance to here? And you're actually going to be the thing that keeps Megan Fox alive. Most likely. Actually, that's a pretty good hit chance. 69. Tay Diggs with a 69 and his groove injections. We're going to take it. So, apparently, Tay Diggs is a little tired of all the sex jokes.
Position confirmed.
Alright then, Tay, fine. You want to be that way? Fucking stick in the mud. Old Sun Kang, he does hate him some floaters, be stealing his Tokyo Drift action. And he just doesn't tolerate that shit. Simply unacceptable. So that leaves us Chris the Surgeon Brown.
Yes, Commander.
See what the surgeon can come up with here. Doctor, please operate on that enemy by suppressing it so it doesn't shoot Megan Fox in the mouth.
Roger that. Suppressing hostile.
Actually, Megan Fox with her armor could probably take a hit if she had to, so it's not hugely problematic. Now, yeah, we could get her to kill that guy if she has some cover, but there's no cover available. So we're going to pull a bit of a dirty trick here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have dash to here, and then shoot at this guy who's on the right. One of those units is suppressed, so it's going to take Overwatch if it tries to move, and the other one, if it comes forward, is going to get hit by Miley's close quarters combat ability. So Miley's going to take her flank shot. That's a kill.
He's down.
And if either of those guys move, Miley's going to probably fuck them up.
They're falling back.
That guy can get away. Not forever. Ooh, double move backwards. Interesting. So he's falling back to the command pod. That's fine. This guy can't do shit, because if he moves at all, Miley's going to wreck his shop. Alright, so that turn actually went pretty damn well. So we're going to put Miley here. Now, she will get to shoot at this guy twice. And I don't think she's going to need two. Nope. The one shot gets the job done, and then Miley gets a chance to reload. Now, Miley can see that other enemy, so if we can get Rihanna in a position, we might be able to get a squad sight shot here. You cannot. Alright, well, we're going to double move Rihanna then. So let's get her behind this log. Tycoon might be able to lace a shot in on that guy. It's going to be kind of long, probably low percentage if she can even see him. Alright, she does have vision. Let's go ahead and take the shot. Not the greatest shot in the world, but it's okay. Yeah, it's a miss. That's alright, Ashley. Don't fret about it. Don't worry about it. We don't want you to go into some kind of cataclysmic fit. What is flanking that square?
Roger Dodger.
Very interesting. So we're just going to advance, actually.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this is a small UFO. We haven't had any trouble with these. We've been getting a slew of them lately, and honestly, they've effectively proved no problem, and we probably have one of the strongest crews we've taken on one of these small UFO missions in a good long while. So,
Rolling out.
I have no qualms about playing pretty damn aggressive here. And that guy is clearly falling back. He's just trying to get us to pop the command pod. That's fine. His tricks aren't fooling anybody.
Heading to that location.
We're going to get ready to assault it. We know what's in there. It's probably outsiders.
Heading to that location.
So we'll just take our time, set this up. We don't want to get
Moving to Overwatch.
like a stupid wound or take some kind of dumb damage. We don't want to make any kind of critical mistake. We're just going to take our time, be a little careful with it.
Stepping off.
Rihanna can move there. We do want Megan Fox in a good firing position. I would like to have her behind one of those rocks, actually, but
Affirmative. Moving out.
you know what? We may take an extra turn
On my way.
just to make sure that her firepower is in the best possible
Good to
position.
go.
Probably will, in fact. Of course, being in the best possible position is one of Megan Fox's
On my
fortes.
way.
She always seems to land the plum rolls despite,
Get some.
well, let's face it, at best mediocre level of
I'm on the
ability.
move.
Still, she has 3 films that have grossed billions of dollars. It's Transformers. I mean, she was in them. Can't take that away from her. Much like
Yes, Commander.
much like Sparrow's single UFO kill, it's not something anybody can take away from her.
Reloaded.
Megan Fox put asses in seats. So did Shia LaBeouf. Think about that for a moment. I mean, really think about it. What does it say about our culture?
Moving out.
Nothing good. That's for certain. And so that's got pink set up, and we're going to put Yeah here just because we don't want to risk popping whatever's inside that craft. Just in the event that it's some kind of unexpected unholy nightmare.
I'm on the move.
It could be a sectopod in there or something. I don't anticipate that it will be a sectopod, but it could theoretically be a sectopod. And we're going to go a little aggressive with the Desert Fox here. Going to put her right there. She's going to hunker down this turn, of course. Oh, you know what? Actually, rather than hunker down, she's going to reload.
Good to go.
Just make sure she's topped off in the ammo department. Sun Kang,
Double time.
right there is good for you. Be ready with a grenade. Rihanna, you can be behind that
Moving
log.
out.
You're going to reload. Just pretend that Chris Brown didn't run out there. He's just erase him from your
Back
minds.
online.
Say your little mantra, you know, go to your happy place. Everything's fine. Chris Brown he's not going to hurt you.
Reload complete.
We're here for you. We understand.
Solid copy.
We know there's a restraining order. We're making sure that Chris is staying the required 10 meters away.
Eyes on the prize.
Let's see if that floater comes back. Okay, he did not. So Pink's going to open this door. Let's see what's in this
Enemy
UFO.
troops.
2 outsiders. No surprise there at all. And these guys have put themselves
They're
in
repositioning on
the
us.
fuck
They're
zone.
shifting their attack.
So outsider navigator, interesting. Not gonna really do him much good because Megan Fox is gonna fucking drill him in the head. And navigate that shit, punk. And hey, guess what? If 1 was fun, 2 is better. Yeah, that probably hurt. I can't imagine that felt good. Tay Diggs, why don't you see if you can finish this guy off? Look at that. First shot out of the box, and Tay Diggs downs himself a navigator. And for a follow-up, critical's an outsider. Wow, Tay Diggs, I'm liking you already way better than George Clooney. And I mean that sincerely. Way better than George Clooney. I don't want to do this, but I can't not. Oh, well, maybe I can. Oh. Is that a flight computer or just, like, a thing? That's not a flight computer. Go ahead and do it. Sun Kang can't go a single mission without blowing up some kind of critical UFO component. I mean, it's just his bit. It's his shtick, really. I mean, Tokyo drifting between those two, I mean, that's his shtick. He can't not do it. It's his thing. It's his patented go-to move. Speaking of patented go-to moves, Rihanna refusing to miss with Chris Brown on the scene. She's just too concerned about the possible repercussions of a poor performance. And rightly so, I mean, in all honesty. Can you close out the mission there? Noble try. That's alright. We still like you, Ashley. We still like you.
Negative damage on target.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Yeah. What do you say you close this shit out?
Now.
Think you can do it? I have every confidence that you can do it. Yeah. Yeah!
Got him.
Booyah.
Operational
Yeah,
objectives
delivers.
completed.
So, Operation Brutal Fog proving once again to the aliens. They sent 3 small UFOs at us in like a week. And, I gotta ask, fellas, how'd that turn out for you? Yeah? Not so good, right? Maybe, I mean, I'm not one to offer you tactics, because I'm enjoying your failure, but perhaps you should reconsider what your approach is. I mean, I don't mind the Illyrium, the alloys, the EXP, frankly. Certainly don't care, but what did Einstein say? That to repeat the same result, or to repeat the same actions over and over and expect different results is a sign of madness?
I'm continually impressed by the work of our soldiers. They seem to be extremely efficient.
I'm not too terribly sure that you can say that, Dr. Van. I think at this point that, well, it's sort of becoming routine for us, really. I don't know. But nice to see Yeah promoted to sergeant. Gonna get promoted to sergeant? Yeah. Alright, so Miley. Will to survive is trash. Killer instinct also not particularly good. Gonna be ranger then for Miley Cyrus. What else have we got? Oh, Drifts-a-Lot got a promotion. Good for you, Drifts-a-Lot. Battle scanner? Nah, it's heat warheads for you. There's no other option, sir. That's an easy pick. And Ashley Tycoon Olsen picking up a level. That's good as well. Shock absorbent armor. I like the stat bonuses. Don't necessarily like the ability so much. Ranger bad stat bonuses, but a reasonable ability. Shredder ammo. Actually quite good. So, does this give her a shredder rocket, or does this make her railgun do shredder hits? I'm going to assume that it gives the shredder ability to her main weapon. Let's try shredder ammo. It's interesting. We don't have another Valkyrie that's this high level, so it's going to be interesting to try. We'll give Ashley, as soon as Ashley's off fatigue, we'll probably give her another run just to see specifically how that works. I'm actually pretty intrigued. Alright then. So, let's take a look at our loot. 1 floater corpse, 6 Illyrium, 18 alloys, 4 meld. And that may actually have been a flight computer that Sun Kang blew up, but now that I think about it. But, well, like I said, if you got a shtick, and your shtick is Tokyo drifting and blowing up vital computer components, might as well play to your strengths. No reason to not. So as is my custom then, we'll head over to the grain market, sell those damaged pieces, lest I forget, because, frankly, let's face it, I will forget, so... Let's get that taken care of. We'll complete that transaction. And with that done, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.